afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you're watching us from. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on wherever you are watching from. My name is Chika, and today we are hosting another amazing episode of Amdo Podcast. And the title for today is Has Tech Made Us Smarter or Lazier? With me, I have an amazing talent who's going to be the guest for today. She's a digital marketer and a social media manager. So basically, what she does is she helps businesses and personal brands achieve their social media goals and stay visible and relevant online. So everyone, let's meet Wamaka Ophelia. Hello, Wamaka. Can you please introduce yourself to us before we begin?
Hi, hi everyone. Thank you very much, Chika, for having me on this podcast. It's a podcast, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. I'm happy to be here. In fact, I am honored to. So, like she already said, my name is Omamaka Ophelia Patrick, and I am a digital marketer and a social media manager. Besides that, I am also into real estate. From managing the page of a real estate developer, I developed interest in that aspect too.
Wow.
So I am running both. I don't even know which one is on the size, whether it is a real estate or well, I am doing both of them very diligently. It's good to be here. Thank you very much.
All right, that's amazing. That's good. So before we dive into the question, I would like to ask you a question. If you had to choose real estate or social media manager, which will you choose? Which one gives you more money? Like, urgent gives you
To be
urgent.
sincere, to be sincere,
Yeah,
I don't really know. I am so in love with being a social media manager. I am very, very much in love with it because it gives me ample time to do other things. Like,
yeah.
as you can see, if I didn't have the time, I won't even delve into real estate to begin with.
Hmm.
So it gives me ample time to do other things, have time for my family, have time to travel when I can. So, you can work from anywhere. Real estate too, though, it has its own catchy side because real estate is like, there's something my boss calls it, said it's like blood money.
Well,
One single sale you will make
yeah,
in a day or in a month can cover up for a whole year of being a social media manager. You
yeah.
get that kind of thing. So the two of them are very important to me, actually. Yeah.
They are actually. But if I'm to choose, I would choose the social media manager. You know why? Because it will
Why?
give you time to do other things. You said it gives you time for family to travel. I love traveling. I love exploring places. Because for somebody like me, I want social media manager. That's why tech is actually good because with tech you can actually do different things at the same time. You can be here and doing you can be doing this and the next minute you're
Yeah,
doing that. So tech
absolutely.
is really good. Right. So I would like to introduce AMDO Analytics to our audience for those who are joining us for the very first time, so they know what AMDO Analytics does. And before we dive into the question for today. So at AMDO Analytics is an edtech company that is committed to empowering individuals with skills and knowledge needed to excel in today's tech-driven world. Our mission at AMDO Analytics is very simple: to provide high-quality technology education that helps people stay informed. So we offer trainings, some tech trainings. We offer a lot of trainings. We offer trainings in cybersecurity, business analysis, data analytics, AI engineering, data engineering, HR analytics, project management, and data science. So if you're watching me and you want to transition into tech, you really don't know where to start from. You know you want to do tech. Everybody's saying tech, 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 oil money. And one Maka said, "Oh, I like social media. I prefer social media because it can allow me to do this. I can be with family. I can travel." That because she's in tech, right? So if you want to be in tech, you want to be in the comfort of your home. You want to make money. You want to transition, but you don't know how to do it. Reach out to us at Amdo Analytics. Our website is www.amdoanalytics.io, and you can reach out to us on social media, official Amdo Analytics. So let's dive into the real matter for the day. So, Wamaka, I have a question. Do you prefer I call you Wamaka or Ophelia? Which one do you want? Which one do you prefer?
Anyone that is easier for you to pronounce and remember.
I'll call you Wamaka because yes, I'm a cultural girl. So I want,
As
I'll
much as
call you later.
can. Yeah.
Okay. So the first question for today is: are we becoming more informed or just more distracted with access to endless information? Do you think with the way endless information, we have a couple of informations, we have ChatGPT, we have different AI tools, do you think we are becoming more informed or we are just being distracted with the access to endless information?
Okay. For me, it is a two-way thing. Are we getting
Hmm.
more informed or getting distracted with the
Distracted.
access to information? Actually, let me start with we are getting more informed. Hmm? So it all depends on the individuals that are involved in the use of this technology we're talking about, in the use of
Hmm.
all the tools out there that we have access to. Okay? Some people are getting more informed, some people are
Hmm.
getting smarter, some people are becoming faster and more productive,
Hmm.
whereas some are becoming laid back, lazier, some are becoming redundant,
Hmm.
intelligence wide wise, sorry. So it all depends on the individual. For some people, they are making use of the tools available to them properly. If you look at
Hmm.
Google now, for some people, Google has made them faster. Google has made them think smarter because when they
Hmm.
need access to any information, they know how to use Google to get answers to their questions. They know how to use ChatGPT to solve
Hmm.
their problems. So
Yeah.
these tools has made them faster and more productive in whatever it is that they are doing in their tasks, to the
Hmm.
extent that even if a company is laying people off, even if the company is laying workers off, they might not lay them off. Why? Because they are using the tools available to them very smartly. So is it making us faster or is it making us, what was the question again? Is it
Lazier.
making us more distracted? Yeah, some people are too distracted for it. I can't even describe how distracted they are. Because you see some scrolling endlessly on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Social media is so vast that you can get lost in the pool of information that is being poured out there, forgetting that even you too, you need to contribute your own quota to the information others are digesting out there. So while you're scrolling, laughing, arguing, some people are using it to grow, some people are using it to expand, some people are using it to make much more money. So what do? Make sure that as you're scrolling, you are not scrolling away your time. You are
Hmm.
learning, you are being productive, you are also leveraging technology. Instead of allowing it to just drive you, you are the one in charge.
Hmm.
So that's what I think. Some people are becoming so redundant with it. Some people are distracted, while some people are making proper use of it. So that's it.
Wow, thank you so much for that amazing, amazing answer. That's a beautiful one. So, just like what Maka said, she said, don't scroll away your time. A couple of people are really scrolling away their time. While we say social media, is social media making us, has social media made us smarter or lazier? I would, just like she said, it's a two-way thing. It all depends on what you want, an individual
Yeah,
wants. Some persons can
absolutely.
tell you, oh, thank God for social media. Some persons are very, very grateful for social media. They'll tell you, oh, social media formed me, the tech actually formed me, tech has actually formed me, it has made me who I am. Thank God for. Why some people are just there to just go to Instablog, put nonsense comments, go to gossip me. They're just wasting their
Mm,
time, just like you said. So that is a very amazing.
yeah.
It's a two-way answer. It all depends on an individual, whatever an individual wants. So thank you for that amazing answer. Let's get it to the second one. So the second question is technology expanding our intelligence or shrinking our attention span?
Okay. Is it expanding our intelligence? I'll be very frank on this one.
Hmm.
It is not exactly expanding our intelligence. It
Hmm.
is shrinking our attention span. Do you know why I said this? Before, okay, Google and ChatGPT are different. You see, ChatGPT is fast,
Yeah.
ChatGPT makes us a little bit laid back than Google. Because when it comes to Google, you have to research in depth. You have to
Hmm.
use your pen, you have to use your mind, you have to choose between this answer and that answer. You have to compile everything
Hmm.
together and put them into one document for you to make use of. Right? ChatGPT does everything for you. So
You.
these days, a lot of people are kind of relying more on ChatGPT. It is
Hmm.
reducing attention span. Before
Hmm.
all these technological tools, we had reading time where you can just carry a novel and read. You can just carry a book and read. For somebody like me, even when there is no book to read, I carry dictionary and start reading it. That is how much I love reading. But now, yeah. Now, I can't even carry a book for 1 hour straight to read.
Hmm.
It has reduced my attention span. I am eager to go back to my phone. That could also be because I earn through social media. It is where my work is, majorly where my work is. So I have to go back to it as soon as possible. I can no longer read. Family time too has reduced. I find that people are talking to me and I'm not even paying attention. Everywhere you go, you see people on their phones scrolling away, just
Hmm.
scrolling. So our attention span and the quality of time we are able to have with people around us has reduced a lot
Hmm.
since the advent of technology. I like using ChatGPT because it is the most popular right now. In fact,
Yeah.
it is the most popular. Google was really fair. Google was
Yeah.
still nice, but you see, these other AI tools are taking away a lot from us that we don't even we've not gotten to realize yet. Whereas at the same time, these tools are helping us to expand our intelligence in some way because through it we can take courses. Before, we have to travel all the way to London to take some kind of MBA course there. But now I can sit at the comfort of my home and
Yeah.
take a doctorate degree in London and have my
Yeah.
certificate,
Yeah.
yeah, sent to me on through email or however they want to do it. So that is, it is helping us to expand our intelligence and at the same time also reducing our attention span. Like I said earlier, it all depends on the individuals using it. If you can use it smartly, if you're not allowing it to drive you, if you are the one in charge, then you'll be able to make use of it properly. You won't allow it to, take the place of your hobbies, the place of family time, the place of reading, the place of, learning instead of just being there, getting distracted, scrolling away, or just doing things that is not adding any value to you.
Mhm.
So, for some people, it is reducing their attention span, and for some people, it is enlarging their intelligence or expanding their intelligence. So that's it.
Wow, that's a very beautiful one. So it still is two-way answer, just like you said in the first one. So it depends on the individual. So you actually said something that hits me. You said during the time of Google, Google was fair. Because Google, you need research. I remember those days when we used to, when we used to depend on Google for maybe where we need clarity for something, we just run to Google. When Google give you an answer, you still need to do comparison, right? You still need to make some other research just to make sure it's corresponding with what Google has said.
Exactly.
Now in this era of ChatGPT will just do everything. Like
Everything. It
even
will
give
even do the PDF document for
yeah,
you, create the images for you. It will do literally everything. It will do
uh,
the thinking, it's a lot.
uh, yeah. You're right. And sometimes it even gives you the option. So thereby leaving you with no other option of to research. If ChatGPT is giving you option one, option two, three to choose from. So what's the point of researching? There's no point to research. But then in Opera Mini, in Google Days, you can just Google will just
Yeah,
give you one answers. It's now left for you to, do your other research just to add it up to.
exactly. Yeah.
So it all
Yeah.
depends on the individual, whatever they want to make of it. Right. Thank you so much, Wamaka. So the third question is, when machine thinks faster than us, what becomes our true competitive advantage?
Okay. Our competitive advantage is our empathy
Hmm.
and creativity. Mm. The ability to, create meaning from chaos, original problem thinking, ethical reasoning, and all those kind of things. There are some things that machines cannot do because they cannot think like humans. We are the ones who think like God because we
Hmm.
were created in the image of God and
Hmm.
in his likeness. We have the kind of intelligence that God has. Machine don't have it. We
Yeah.
have the ability to empathize. I read a story of a boy once where they said ChatGPT encouraged him to commit suicide. That in fact he has tried in this life. You know, it all depends on what you feed ChatGPT or all these tools. You get all these AI tools, technology, wherever the machines. Yeah, you said machine. It all depends on what you feed them. There are sometimes I'm interacting with ChatGPT and I'll be like, come on, this is wrong. You're wrong. This is not the way it is supposed to be. I can't give instances. I've forgotten, but I mean like this is not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that way. And to be like, yeah, exactly. You are really smart. On a second thought, you are right. And it will now redirect back
Yeah.
to where you directed it to. So it all depends on our empathy, ability to think well, our deep human reasoning that has been imbibed in us from creation. Okay,
Hmm.
so our competitive advantage, even though machines think faster, they are very, very fast.
Hmm.
They sometimes they can be smarter. Yeah.
Hmm.
And they can be more organized and
Yeah.
everything. But we are still the ones that feed them with information. We are still
Hmm.
the ones directing them on what they need to do, how they need to do it. You get that?
Yeah.
So our machines, they don't have emotional intelligence. They don't have critical thinking or ethical thinking, like thinking the way humans think. So
Hmm.
it all depends on our prompting. They depend on our prompting to be able to do the right thing. They depend
Hmm.
on our direction to be able to do the right thing. I don't know if you have heard of machine prompting before. It is what you put inside of them. It is
Yeah.
what you feed them that they will
Yeah.
return back to you. If you feed them with junks, they will bring back junks to you. If you
Yeah.
feed them with good critical thinking analysis, they will return the same to you.
Yeah.
So we have the power, the superpower over them. That is our competitive advantage over them. Our critical thinking, our empathy, our intelligence. They might be intelligent too, but we are more intelligent. Why are we
Hmm.
more intelligent? It is because it is what we feed them that they will bring back to us. And let's not forget that humans built them.
Hmm.
They did not fall from the sky. They
Hmm.
did not come from nowhere. It is humans that fed them and fed them all this data that they are using, to serve us. So that's that.
Wow, thank you so much for that. I really like that. I really like the fact that you said our empathy, right?
Yeah,
Right. And I really like the fact that you said we are made in the image and likeness of God. And whatever we give them, whatever prompt to give to them is actually what they
yeah.
give us back. It's
That's
just
what
like
they run with. That's what
exactly.
they hit the ground and run with.
Just like give and take. What we give them determines what we call it, what they return back to us. Do you understand? If you give them a very smart prompt, they return back a smarter prompt to us. But thereby you just give them anything, you give them a dry prompt. Of course, I get it back a
Exactly.
prompt. So I really
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, I really love. Thank you so much. This is very, very insightful. I've really learned a lot. Trust me, I have.
Yeah.
Yes. The fourth one, are we leveraging tech to solve harder problems or avoiding hard thinking altogether?
Okay. It all depends on the user.
Hmm.
I think this is my, what do they call, is it code word? It all depends on the user.
Hmm.
Okay. Some people are using it to escape reality. Some people are using it to avenue to be lazy.
Yeah.
Some people are using it to build businesses.
Mm.
Some people are using it to take over, like, I don't want to say take over the world, but they are
Yeah.
doing wonderfully well today thanks to technology. Something that they might not have been able to achieve on their own. But because they are able to leverage technology, they are able to leverage the tools at hand. You see them taking over in their fields.
Mm.
These days, intelligence is no longer all about intelligence. It now depends on how disciplined you are. If you are intelligent and you are lazy, you are intelligent and laid back, the days when you were needed
Mm.
is over. Because
Yeah.
everybody is intelligent now. Everybody
Yeah.
can put together. I'm not going to say everybody, almost everybody.
Yeah.
Because it's not everybody that knows how to prompt all this chat GPT, them AI stuffs. It's
Yeah.
not everybody that knows how to prompt them. But once you know how to prompt them, you are leading.
Yeah.
Okay? So it's no longer about intelligence any longer. It now depends on your discipline, on the
Mm.
structure that you are creating for yourself. If you
Mm.
are somebody that is disorganized, if you are somebody that lack discipline, then but you are intelligent. Somebody who is not intelligent but has structure and has discipline will come
Mm.
and overtake you.
Mm.
So a lot of people are using Chat GPT. Sorry, why am I always saying Chat GPT? A lot of people are using this AI tools, technology to build businesses. They are using it to solve
Yeah.
climate issues, improve
Mm.
healthcare, education, and a lot of things. You see somebody in just like we are now, and I'm teaching you. I'm just a teacher in a small primary school, but
Mm.
I'm earning almost millions per month. Why?
Wow.
Because when I get home, I take a hold of my phone and search for people outside this country who need my services as a teacher.
Mm.
I know how to go to Upwork to list my services there. I know how to, comport myself during interviews. I know
Mm.
how to leverage the use of my phone to reach people outside the country to teach
Mm.
them and earn more. Now, that highly intelligent teacher in my school who is praised for his commitment, who is highly praised for the way he teaches, might not even know what I know about technology, might not be able to leverage it. And because of that, I am richer than he is.
Definitely.
My knowledge is vaster than his. So you get, so it
Yeah.
all depends on the individuals. So some people are leveraging it to solve other problems, and some are using it to avoid thinking. When that highly intelligent teacher in my school now reaches home, what does it do? It takes his bath, soft life,
And
goes to his
sleep.
bed, sleep, or carries his phone and starts scrolling. In his mind, after all, I'm earning 70,000 naira. That is 30,000 naira more than that other teacher. Not
Mm.
knowing that that other teacher,
Mm.
when he reaches home, he'll quickly drop his bag, take his bath, and sit down here, carry his phone, and start teaching other people online.
Mm.
But he will not tell that other teacher who thinks he's earning more than him in school, though.
Yeah.
So you see that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So some people are using it to solve a lot of problems. Some people are using it to build businesses. Some people are using it to improve their own lives. While some people are using it to escape discomfort. They don't want to leave their comfort zone at all. Some people are using it to avoid reading, avoid reflection. I know
Mm.
those. So it all depends on the individuals who are involved in all this. So if I'm you and you are me, or however, the two
Mm.
of us, as you are sitting like this and our audience, you make up your mind that I'm going to leverage the use of technology, AI tools for the betterment of my person,
Mm.
to improve myself instead of allowing it to keep me redundant. And before you know it, 24 hours is no longer enough. 24 hours is not enough. Before you know it, it's night already and the day is gone. And everybody
Mm.
is getting older by the day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it well wisely and all that.
Thank you, Amaka. You're beginning to sound like a motivational speaker. Are you sure you're not one? I begin to sound like a mechanic. Yes, what you said is so apt. I really wish our younger ones can actually watch this section, right? I
Oh,
really wish a lot of younger people can actually watch this because you've been so insightful so that you can let them. A lot of them have phones and yet they keep complaining, I don't have money, I'm broke, the economy is
exactly.
bad. Yet the economy is bad. Some people are actually making something good out of it. Some people are using just their phone, just their smartphone.
Just
And
their phone.
their smartphone. And you know the annoying thing, the most amazing thing, most of these younger people they use very expensive phones that can do so much, but they do not know. The only thing they know how to use with those phones, those very expensive phones, the only thing they know how to
Mm,
use is just to scroll social media, make TikTok videos, go on TikTok,
yeah,
dance. And of course, I'm not
yeah,
saying dance on TikTok is bad. Some of them don't really know the main reason why you spoke about Upwork. I'm very sure most of them don't even know what Upwork is. They don't even. I can bet you that most of our younger generation they do not know what Upwork, but they know what TikTok is. So it all depends on the individuals. Leverage. I've
yeah,
actually learned this. Probably after this now, I might go now and start thinking what else will I do to make extra income, just
yeah.
like you said. Yeah. So
That's
the fifth
good.
question: if success today depends on digital tools, is intelligence now defined by how well you use tech?
Well, I think I already answered that question. I think I already answered it. Like intelligence today is no longer about mm, how much you know, because a lot of people, all they have to do is input the right prompt, and they are already very intelligent in their presentations or whatever it is that they did. And so it's no longer about what you know. It's about how well you can do, how well you can adapt, how fast you can learn. You
Hmm.
get? So it's about how effectively you can use tools.
Hmm.
It's about how disciplined you are. It's about
Hmm.
how smart and fast thinking you are. It's no longer about just intelligence. It's not about what you can do and how well you can use what is at hand. There are a lot of tools out there. They are uncountable. In fact,
Hmm.
I'm using uncountable before because sometimes I feel like, oh, as a social media manager, I know all these AI tools. I know this, I know that, 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 all these analytical tools, plenty. But then you see some adverts and they'll be like AI learning, and they list all the tools that they are going to be teaching you on. And I'll be like, where are these ones coming from again? New tools are these days, you don't even need to manually edit your videos much any longer. Just choose a template, put one
Yeah.
or two prints, and before you know it, fine video is out there. So it's not about intelligence. If you are relying only on your intelligence and you be saying, oh, I'm intelligent enough, I can do this, I can do that on my yes, so much reliance on AI is not good. It is, in short, we advise against it because your brain is such that if you are not using it, like constantly exercising it, it will begin to shrink.
Yeah.
But the more you exercise it, the more you use it, the more it will continue to grow and expand. So if you leave your brain without making use of it, you allow ChatGPT to think for you, you allow Middle Journey to do your work for you, you allow all these tools to do everything for you, then your brain will just be left redundant. It's not being used. So it will begin to shrink. So you
Hmm.
realize that when you are in a gathering like this and you are called upon to present something or you are asked a question and you stand up, you that you thought you were intelligent normally, you stand up and you'll be thinking, what did ChatGPT say about this thing? No, but I've read this thing on ChatGPT before. One thing about people is that sometimes they don't even finish all the things that as in they don't read all of the things that ChatGPT wrote for them. They just came through it. This thing is making sense. ChatGPT is always right. They will copy and paste. They don't read to learn. They just copy it and send to whoever it
Yeah.
concerns. Yeah. So in a physical setting like this, when you need to make use of that intelligence, you'll find that it might fail you because it has shrunk to an extent. It has been long you used it, so it has not grown. It just remained on one spot. So the more you learn, the more your intelligence grow, and the more you stop learning, the more it will also shrink, no matter how intelligent you have been. Okay, so yeah, you too much reliance on technology or AI tools is not advisable. But
Mm,
using it smartly, making sure that, because according to them, they even say that AI can make mistakes. That
yeah.
you should always cross check, read to learn, read to assimilate. Don't just read to send and forget about it, because one day ChatGPT will not be able to save you. They can't ask you a question and you be like, let me quickly ask Google. Let me ask ChatGPT now. I'm coming. Give me some minutes. And you
Yeah.
start asking questions. No, doesn't look good on you. There are some things that people expect you to know. So they ask you. For example, now you ask me that, okay, can you tell us what is digital marketing? I'm a digital marketer. And I cannot tell you what is digital marketing. Immediately you ask me. And I'll be like, okay, let me just quickly check my phone site before I give you a minute. That doesn't look good.
Uh,
So we must continuously exercise our brain, we must continuously learn so that these AI tools will not take over our intelligence. We are intelligent humans. I mean, intelligent species. How do they say it? Between animals and humans, we are the most intelligent now, right?
yeah,
God
sure.
inside of us. So success does not only depend on digital tools, it also depends on our intelligence and the ability to make use of both of them. They work hand in hand. So don't neglect this one. The world is evolving. The world
Mm,
is growing. Like the era is no longer the era of our mothers. It is not
mhm.
even the era of my era any longer. The era of when I grew, I can't even say our mothers, even my era self, because as I'm growing, these things are growing and I need to grow with it. So I
Yeah.
can't rely on my intelligence alone any longer. I have to blend the two of them. I have to make use of the two of them in order to be able to survive in this
Yeah.
era. Yeah, so
You
that's
have
it.
to find a way to put both of them.
Yeah,
Right. Thank you so much.
that
This
was
is
fun.
amazing, amazing, amazing segment. So before you go, next question, right? I would like you to ask those who want to transition into tech, who are so overwhelmed right now, like very overwhelmed. They don't even there's a lot of background, there's a lot of noise in the tech, right? So we'll do the cybersecurity, oh go for social media management, oh go for digital marketing, go for product design, oh data engineering, AI engineering. So there's a whole lot of noise, right? So if you are to advise someone who wants to transition, who just feeling so overwhelmed and needs clarity, so what will you tell the person?
Okay, for the person that wants to transition into stuff like social media management or tech,
Tech. Mhm.
I'll just tell them that just have this at the back of your mind that it is
Mhm.
not as easy as it seems.
Mm,
Yes, you can say I'll stay at home and just do it. No, it requires a lot of thinking. It requires a lot of intelligence because you're going to have to be working for people in different fields. For me, I work with real estate, I work with an engineer, I work with NGOs, I work with fashion. So if I'm not able to, blend all these topics, there are a lot of topics to go through. It will be difficult for me. I was having a class with somebody recently, and she paid for the class, and on our third session she says she doesn't think she can do it,
mm,
that she has come to realize that social media management is not for somebody that is dull, that she's dull, that she won't be able to continue with the class. I was
mhm,
like, oh wow, it all depends on your person, your resilience. You have to make up your mind that this is what you want to know, and you can't just limit yourself in your brain. Calling yourself dull is like sending a signal to the universe that I am dull. So that is what they will bring back to you. If you say I'm smart, I can do this. I can do it and I'll do it. If Amaka is doing it, then I can do it. What's so special about Amaka that me I cannot do? And I'll put my mind to it. Before you know it, the universe is bringing that consciousness back to you that you can do it and you will be able to do it. That's why mindset is very important. So if you're trying to transition into social media management, one thing I want to tell you is that you can do it regardless of whatever anybody tells you. And you have to, surrender yourself to learning. You must learn. Pay for courses. You have to, even if it is one-on-one or pre-recorded, anyone at all that you see, learn. And don't be proud. You can see a 15 years old child that knows plenty things about you. She pulls the crowd. Like, she's an influencer as a social media management. She's doing very well. And she says, I'm teaching my people like the secret to social media management, how to pull crowds also. And you're like, me I came to this field before you. I'm even older than you, safe. I will like come and be learning from you. I'll be calling you coach, mentor. No, it doesn't work that way. You need to humble yourself, lay down your pride, and learn. And you need to also have this, what do they call, is it critical thinking or whatever, because social media management has to do with a lot of strategy building. You create strategy for client A, client B, client C. So, but it is easy once you know the drill. Then pay for courses, do what is right, and you'll get a hold of it. This is not just about social media management, any other niche that you want to transition into. It all has to do with you learning and also humbling yourself, because the sky is big enough for everybody. Don't say anything is too saturated for you to go venture into. Don't say there are too many social media managers out there, so you cannot do social media management. You have your own people, you have your own audience at all times. So probably they're even waiting for you. So you have to take the bull by the horns and just learn then it will be easy for you. So
Thank you so much. I don't want to. You're beginning to sound like I'm suspecting it. Very much, Mama. This is an amazing section. Educative, right? And just like you said, you limit yourself. So if you're actually want to dive into television is but you're feeling, oh, that's smart people, I'm too dumb. I can't do security, I can't do AI, I can't do HR analysis, I can't even do data analytics, I don't like numbers, I can't solve math. I'm already living with it. I remember one man said the universe is already in it, right? So if you want to transition, regardless of whatever you don't have to have it around. You don't need to have it times that belong to transition, right? Just reach out to under analytics. And we have a starting on the 28th of March. It's called Women in Tech Program, right? So I think the 90% to promote women, just who want to transition, not financially backed. So this is for you. Don't miss it. Thank you so very much, Mama.
you're welcome.
So amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have an amazing day. Bye.
Thank you for having me. Bye.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye.